Hello, here we are with an unboxing of the HTC 8X, or the Windows Phone 8X by HTC as it's otherwise known. This is the blue version, but it does come in a whole variety of other colours, and as you can see by the packaging, we've got the same sort of package design as other HTC devices, most specifically in the 1 series. So we've got a rundown of some of the specification here. It is known as the C620E, and it's Windows Phone 8, of course. We've got a Qualcomm S4 1.5 GHz dual-core processor, uses a micro SIM. We've got 16 gig of internal storage. We've got a 4.3-inch LCD to 720p HD display. We've got Beats audio built in. Got 8 megapixel camera with f2.0 lens, autofocus, LED flash, 1080p video recording, 3.5mm headphone jack, GPS, GLONASS, NFC, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. You get the idea. So without further ado, let's get into the packaging and take a look at this device. So once we've removed the outer sleeve, we've got this eco-friendly packaging. We've got the HTC logo embossed on the front here, and then we come into the device itself. Just tease you with that there. It is blue. It's almost got like a purple tint in the flesh when you actually see it. I don't know how well it's coming out on camera, but we'll come back to that in a moment. Let's see what else you get in the box. So you get a set of seals, some stickers with serial and IMEI numbers on it. Because this uses a micro SIM, you do need the HTC SIM ejection tool. You've then got a quick guide for your HTC 8X. We've got some Windows Phone sort of branding there to confirm it's Windows Phone 8. We've got contact us for warranty information, and we've got safety and regulatory guide and a warranty statement. We then have a USB to micro USB cable for charging the device or connecting to a computer. We've then got a 3-pin UK mains adapter with a USB port on the top, into which we connect the provided micro USB cable. And then we've got a set of fairly basic 3.5mm in-ear headphones with inline microphone. So taking a look at the device itself, here is the 4.3-inch Super LCD display. We've got the HTC logo up the top, and we've got a speaker grill up here which has a notification light hidden behind it. We've got the front-facing video camera for video calls, or for indeed taking pictures, and what it's got that wide-angle lens so you can capture more in the actual shot. Down the bottom here, we've got the back Windows and search key synonymous with Windows Phone. On the bottom, we've got the micro USB connection, and we've got a microphone. On the side, we've got a dedicated camera button and then volume rocker keys. We've then got hidden here the micro SIM card slot and a little hole there where you insert the ejection tool for popping this slot out and inserting the SIM card. We've then got the power button on the top, got another microphone, we've got the 3.5mm headphone jack, and then on the other side of the device it's completely flush. Coming round to the back, we've got the 8 megapixel camera with autofocus and LED flash. We've got the HTC branding sort of embossed in here, and we've got a silver finish. And then down the bottom we've got the Beats audio logo, we've got a speaker grill and some regulatory information. Now you can see that it's got sort of tapered edges to this. It sort of all curves back in, and it actually makes for a really comfortable sort of in the hand feeling. Now in comparison to a lot of other smartphones, yes, it's a smaller screen, it's quite tall though, and in a weird way, whilst it looks very long in the flesh against other smartphones, it actually feels somewhat more comfortable in the hand, a bit like the iPhone. Some people would say it looks weird, but if you compare it up to a Samsung Galaxy S3 here, now that's got a 4.8-inch display, but you can see the size actually isn't much different, really, considering the screen size difference, but the length just makes it feel a little bit more comfortable in hand, and you can stretch to the corner of the screen on this, whereas on a Samsung you sort of really have to, if you're holding it in one hand, it's really quite difficult to sort of stretch across like so. So let's get this powered on. Now I'm not going to take a full tour of Windows Phone 8, there's plenty of videos showing you that from Microsoft or third parties. I'm just going to give you a quick overview of Windows Phone 8 and a recap of some of the specifications. So it's a 4.3 inch Super LCD display here with Gorilla Glass. It weighs in at 130 grams, and included is a fixed internal 1800 milliamp hour battery. One of the standout features is this front-facing camera. It's 2.1 megapixel, has 1080p video recording, and that makes use of HTC's dedicated image chip, and it's got a wide-angle lens to essentially allow you to capture more in the photos. So you've got the Windows 8 home screen here, which you can customize as you choose. Obviously it comes with a sort of color scheme to match. This is blue of this device, and it does have a sort of purple tinge in the light, but it's kind of actually quite nice. You kind of think blue is unusual for a phone, but it's actually quite nice in use. So we've got our list of apps by scrolling through here, be it Office, our People phone, the photo enhancer that's been added on here by HTC, settings, the Windows Store. It's all on here for you to sort of use. So let's go into the camera, because a lot of this is about media on these devices, as we share with social networks and what have you. So we're using the rear-facing camera here. Now there's not a lot to say about a rear-facing camera. You can go in, of course, play around with the settings if you choose, be it the resolution, the exposure, the contrast, that's all there. But now what I'm just going to show you is the front-facing camera, and it's a bit hard to actually sort of show, but as you can see here, it's actually showing our video camera and the lighting setup that we've got, but it actually takes a much wider angle photo than you would normally get of a dedicated front-facing camera, and that means it's a little bit easier to do those sort of point and shoot, it's kind of like group photos where you're holding it out in front of yourself like that to try and take a picture. So that's a really nice feature of Windows Phone 8. So if we go back to the screens here, we've got alarms, calculator, we've got a converter, we've got a flashlight that will make use of the LED flash on the back there. That is fairly bright, and it's a handy little tool to have. And come back, we've got games, we've got HTC interface here, so whilst we're not connected up over Wi-Fi or anything like that, we've got access to stocks, to news, to weather, based on our location and our preferences, which you can customize. We've got Internet Explorer for web browsing, we've got Maps for navigation, of course that uses Microsoft Maps for that. We've got the messaging application, and this is very similar through all versions of Windows Phone, but you can type a message. Okay, it's not perfect there, but you can use that in portrait and landscape mode if you choose. You can add attachments, you can use voice notes here with the speech recognition service.
Sorry, couldn't hear anything.
So these are some of the advances that Windows Phone is making, and it is a really nice interface just using the keyboard on here. Now I'm an avid Android user, but this keyboard is really quite good. It does pick up your taps rapidly, and it feels somewhat better than some of the stock keyboards you get on Android. So coming out of that, we've got the phone. It's got no SIM card here, but you can go into the dialer, you can dial a number. Now obviously that would refine from your contacts, and you can scroll your contacts database. All syncs up to the Microsoft services. We've got our photo viewer where we can see with pictures that we've taken from the camera or the video camera. We've got the photo enhancer here provided by HTC, where we can adjust some of the settings and things like that. So if we just took a picture, for example, that's been provided as stock, we can change some of the contrast, the color tones, to give it our own personal touch before we share on services such as Twitter and Facebook that we can do from the device here as well. So we've got settings. Just going to scroll through, so you can set up all your things such as email, internet sharing, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, tap and send, so that's using NFC, location, battery saver, phone storage, so 16 gig on board, 2.75 gig is used by the operating system. Time, brightness, keyboard settings, language and region, updates, company apps about the device, Beats audio, so that's another standout feature on here of HTC devices in comparison to other Windows phones, because obviously Windows phones are quite similar. The fact that you don't have expandable storage on a lot of them, although some are now starting to come with that. You know, Beats audio is one way of differentiating the device, and it gives you an enhanced audio experience when you connect up a set of Beats headphones to the device. Let's just go and take a look at some of the language options that we actually have here. So the phone language is set up as English. Now we'll do another video on our YouTube channel to show you this list in full, but what I want to actually point out is some of the languages that do come pre-installed as standard. We've got Arabic, we've got Hebrew, and we've got Russian on there, which is obviously quite desirable for a lot of users and makes this more internationally desirable as a handset. So that's just a quick look at unboxing of the HTC 8X, available from clove.co.uk.